Time to deal with my roots. Keep watching. Hi guys, this is Heidi and you're watching HeidiKMakeup. I get asked all the time about dyeing my hair with henna. So my hair is not naturally red, even though it does look very natural on me. I think it's actually a better color than my natural color, which is kind of like a dirty blonde, light brown shade. And I used to dye my hair blonde all of the time, but when I got pregnant, I wanted to do something a little bit more natural, so I went with henna. And henna hair dye does not come in blonde. So if you guys know of any cruelty-free hair dyes that do come in blonde, I'd love to hear about it because I might want to change my hair blonde again sometime. But it's been red for a few years now and I really like it. You guys probably can't tell on camera, but some of the blonde is starting to show through. Actually, on camera it looks really nice, but it does need to be colored. So I get asked a lot how I do it, and I'm going to show you right now. The hair dye that I use, this is henna hair dye, and it is the Light Mountain Natural in red. There's another brand that they also sell at Sprouts. I get this at Sprouts, it's $5. There's another brand that they sell at Sprouts that's like Surya, I don't know, I'll insert the name right there. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've tried both. I like them both about equally, but this one's cheaper, so this is the one that I usually go with. So you open up the box and it comes with this powder and instructions, which we're going to go ahead and open up. And then within the instructions, it also comes with that plastic stuff that hair dye comes with and gloves to protect your hands. You want to be really careful with henna because this stuff will dye your hands or your skin as well, so you want to make sure that you don't get it on the skin. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the powder to a plastic or ceramic container. It's important, I guess, that you don't use metal during any part of the process. I've never done that, so I can't tell you what happens, but they're like super crazy about it in the instructions. So then you want to add about a cup and a half to 2 cups of boiling water. And the instructions actually say distilled water. Now I microwaved it in this ceramic bowl because you're not supposed to use metal. So instead of boiling it in a metal pan, I put it in this bowl and just microwaved it. So we're going to go ahead and add that to this. Start with a cup and a half and then add another half a cup if you need to. And be very careful because that is very hot. And then you want to use a plastic or wooden spoon to mix it. You don't want to use metal again. So we're going to go ahead and stir this. It smells really gross and it looks really gross. It's going to look like putting mud on your hair. So that's one thing that I don't like. It definitely has a natural scent. Oh, I should add that the water you're supposed to use is distilled water. That's what the instructions say. I have done both. I've done distilled and tap water, and I'm not gonna lie, I've never noticed a difference. This time I'm using tap water, so we'll see what happens. But I'm not gonna be responsible if your hair turns out all crazy because I told you to use tap water and it messed up. So the instructions, the official instructions say distilled. And then I actually think that's good. That's a good texture. We can add more water if you want. If you really want to kind of like soften it up a little bit, you can add yogurt even. But the next step is to let this sit. And depending on what color you're using, depends on how long you're going to let it sit for. If you're doing a brown, you only need to let it sit for like half an hour. The red, you need to let it sit for an hour to 3 hours. So we're going to let this sit for just an hour. Okay, this has been sitting here for an hour. I forgot to mention that you want to make sure that you keep it covered. Next step is to cover your hair in mud. So we're going to spread all that grossness all over my hair and we're going to leave it on my hair. They say to check it every like 5 to 10 minutes, but it takes 45 minutes. I know how long it takes with my hair. So I'm going to leave it on my hair for 45 minutes with the plastic part over it. Okay, now you should thoroughly feel as though you've rubbed poop or mud all over your hair because it is like, it's really thick. I put it in my eyebrows too. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that, so I'm not telling you to, but I did. You have to be careful with this because it is henna and it will dye everything. It will dye your skin. It's the same stuff that they use for the tattoos. So like your skin will be dyed this color for a couple of weeks if you use it. And it'll dye your clothes and stuff too. It's not like normal hair dye where it can kind of wipe it off. You need to use gloves. You need to clean it off as soon as it touches any other skin. Okay, so for you guys, it has been like a second, but for me, it's been 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash it out. You can see right here, I got most of it, but it did dye my skin. So that's why I'm saying you have to be very, very careful. So to wash it out, you just wash your hair. It doesn't come with like a conditioner pack or anything like most hair dyes do, at least this brand doesn't. So you're gonna wanna use a lot of conditioner because it doesn't have the chemicals in it. It doesn't feel like really soft and smell really nice right after you dye it. It actually feels kind of like dry, and you're gonna have like little bits of like dirt coming out of your hair for a couple days. But the color is incredible. So we washed it and now we're gonna go ahead and dry it. One thing that I did do is I put some Moroccan oil in my hair. This one is by OGX. They used to be called Organics. I'm not crazy about this, it's just the only stuff that I have. Some sort of leave-in something because your hair is gonna feel really dry after you do this. And just like that, you blow dry it and you look like Ariel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, you can hit the subscribe button so the next time I do a video, you'll know about it. And if you would like to see my family every day, you can do so by subscribing to my daily channel, which is Sudden Kimpact, or you can also subscribe to my parenting channel, which is HeidiKM TV, and both of those will be linked down below. Thanks for watching. Bye. So I have 30 products, and I'll go through them really quickly, of products that I want to focus on. And my goal, it's 10 cheek colors, 10 palettes or eye colors, and 10 lip colors. And my goal is to finish at least one lip color, hit pan on at least one eyeshadow, and hit pan on at least one blush, except one which I'll talk about.